Peggy is dead. Want to explain to everyone why you felt it was appropriate to make this comment about a woman with 2 kids who was murdered? This is all going to be featured on my profile, so keep that in mind. Oh, and I'll be showing them all what kinds of content you post. Okay, tell them to subscribe. Answer the question. Well, alright, Lethal. Nice name, by the way. Very on point. I have nothing against cops personally. However, a cop's job is to uphold a system that punishes anyone that isn't the elite. I'm not talking about just blacks. I'm talking about everyone that doesn't have enough money or influence to buy a get out of jail free card. I thank God that a government system hasn't marked my name for death so that cops can come burst into my home unannounced and shoot me in while I'm asleep just because they have the power to. This woman by herself is not a bad person, and I'm sure she took good care of her kids and loved living. But she decided to be part of the problem. This problem being the American judicial system. When it is better to admit guilty to a crime you didn't commit to get a lesser sentence than to fight it, spend tons of money, and lose, then you know there's an issue. When cops are given paid leave or worse, and no punishment for killing an unarmed man, then you know there's an issue. When a woman cop intoxicated goes into another man's home because she thought it was hers and kills him, you know there's an issue. I say your name is on point because in the daily life I am more likely to be killed by law enforcement than any gang member or crackhead. It blows my mind that people can see these things happen and just say he was asking for it. Or are you people not see it? Or out of sight, out of mind, I suppose. Post this on your account. Don't forget my words. Subscribe. Allow me to disprove you on every single point you just made because just about every part of it is wrong. 1. A cop's job is to enforce the law. Laws that are written and voted on by citizens. Laws that you can have removed at any point in time with enough support from fellow citizens. 2. There's no system. Everything banks on your lawyer. A good lawyer can get you off scot-free for most things. So, the problem is with lawyers, not police. 3. The story you're referring to about the girl that was killed in her sleep was the fault of the boyfriend. Police had a search warrant. The boyfriend opened fire on uniformed SWAT team officers who had police in large white letters in the front and back of their vests. He said he paid that family handsomely for the death of that girl. Her death was a tragedy, and the fact that people like you think it's okay to use it as a stepping point in an argument makes me sick. 4. I don't know what moron told you it's better to plea out than fight the case, but you're not very brave for believing it. If you're innocent, then fight it. All you need to do is convince a jury. That's it. Easiest shit ever. 5. Unarmed does not mean not a threat. And if you had ever been in a fight for your life, you would know that. Hundreds of people are killed every year in the U.S. every year from being beaten to death with hands, feet, elbows, knees, etc. If you are within 15 feet of an officer and present a threat to that officer, they are allowed to defend themselves. If you don't know anything about police training protocol or tactics, don't try to talk about it. Also, there's this thing called innocent until proven guilty. Why is the department going to fire someone who might be innocent? If they're innocent, then they deserve to be paid while being forced to not work. If they're guilty, they pay that back what they made while on leave by means of court fees. Court isn't free. You're charged for time present in the courtroom. 6. That female cop was charged and is in jail for manslaughter. Since you know nothing about the criminal law, I'll dumb it down for you. Manslaughter means accidental killing. There was no premeditation or intent behind her actions. She is arrested and charged. You're literally crying about a case where the cop was convicted. 7. My name is in reference to my intelligence and intellect, which I've more than demonstrated to you here. My mind is lethal to idiots who think they know everything, but haven't the slightest idea what they're talking about. 8. I don't know where you got that statistic, but let me shed light on my home, Chicago. 2,754 people shot in 2019. In 2019, CPD shot 12. 2019, 518 murders. Chicago PD only killed 6. That is a 0.0116% chance of being killed by the third largest police department in the country. That is a 0.0043% chance of even being shot by a department that has over 8,000 officers. So, you want to run anything else by me, or do you want to admit that you don't have the faintest idea of what it's really like out there? I want you to make your rebuttal or final statement before I post this. Also, don't count on getting any subs from this hotshot. Most people don't want to sub to people who aren't funny or who are liars. Just plug my iFunny account. Well, sure, let's go do that. I promised I'd show the content he posts, so let's go do that. Yeah. Real quality content you got here, guys. Yeah, quality content there, man. Nice. Your opinion's totally valued. You're nice, man. Oh, I wonder what this is. I'm gonna have to do a video on that one. Can't really watch that right now. If you're gonna come debate me, come armed, cause I know my shit. That's it for this video. Lethal.